I'm really excited to talk about the new The Last Jedi poster, which just came out a few weeks ago. I just have this printed out version of the poster. Unfortunately, if you want to see a much better color version, you can find it like a zillion places online. So, yeah, you can go and do that. And one reason I wanted to talk about it on this channel is because the lightsaber is featured so prominently. And that's true of many Star Wars posters I know. But there are a few, like, where it's not. Like in Episode 1, for example, you have that really cool teaser poster of Anakin with the Darth Vader shadow. Now, there's no lightsaber in there. And there's a few more kind of like that. But in this one in particular, the lightsaber is so important to the whole design. And it is the Graphic saber, so you can see when you look closer at the poster, you can prominently see the design of it. And it does this interesting thing. This is black and white version, unfortunately, but so the bottom portion of the lightsaber blade is blue, as you would expect. That's the color of that saber. But towards the top, it kind of transitions into red. And that would hint at quite a bit of ambiguity, or it could also hint at kind of light side falling into the dark side. So there's that. And the color version of the poster again, both of the faces of Luke and Kylo Ren are red, which is maybe the most surprising thing to some people. They would not be expecting Luke necessarily to have the red face. They would expect him to be more in a blue color, with Kylo still being red. Now, if Lucasfilm or Disney really wanted to throw fans off, they would put his face in blue and his face in red, right? Anyway, maybe next time. So that's an important design element. You also have this nice flare out to the lightsaber, which is interesting because it's reminiscent of the Kylo Ren crossguard saber, except in this case Rey is holding it, so that's kind of a strange parallel there. Now Rey is standing down at the bottom, and she's kind of in this haze, and so it just implies again a lot of ambiguity, much like the saber transitioning from blue to red toward the top. And ambiguity, uncertainty, versus you have Kylo Ren's head and Luke's head are more they're more prominently featured against the backdrop of outer space, which is very black and kind of certain. You know, it's just that dark color, whereas down here you have this uncertain haze. So it almost implies that Rey is caught in the middle, and well, actually, visually she is right in the middle of the two of them. So that would be another thing to note. Now, if you look at the expression of both Luke and Kylo, they have a very similar expression. You know, they're clearly not happy. And you look at it, and they look a little angry, possibly, but you look at it again, and you might say, well, this could be just more of a determined look. And you look at Kylo Ren in particular, and his eye has a lot of emotion to it. There seems to be another layer to it, but a lot of that is implied even in The Force Awakens, that there's a little more to him that we're going to see later. Another key thing about Kylo is that we're seeing Kylo's face and not his mask. So I would interpret that as kind of showing a more exposed, a more human Kylo, since it's his face rather than the mask. And yeah, so those are some of the first things that pop out at me. I'm sure I'll think of plenty more of them later, and I'd love to hear some of your interpretations in the comments. What do you think about both of the faces being red? What could that mean? What do you think about even the lightsaber kind of, well, first of all, transitioning from blue to red That's pretty, well, unexpected. And then even the fact that this horizontal portion, horizontal flare out, is reminiscent to the Kylo Ren lightsaber. What do you think that means? Anyway, let me know in the comments. These are some of my first thoughts about the poster. This is black and white. Go see the color one online. It's everywhere, I'm sure. Okay, bye.